welcome into more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name's Sorcerer Matt. Let's kick this thing off. This is a pretty simple opening ticket draw. It's these three. Very good opening ticket draw, in my opinion. Probably the biggest priority we would want would be Houston to New Orleans. But this is now this is an interesting game, or an interesting start here, because I probably want to go, if I can get Houston to New Orleans, and honestly, even if I can't, going Los Angeles to El Paso to Houston, Houston to New Orleans to Miami, then going up to Atlanta while working our way up to New York. That is a lot of points. And I like that it's a lot of points. And the other thing that I like about it is it often is not a route that too many people are contesting. It's not impossible that someone might contest it, but, it's not probable, I guess. So, we get a wild here, and I'm just debating how aggressive do I want to be for New Orleans to Miami. I don't love that my friend Wong Peter here is drawing black and red. I don't like that. And I know that there are colors on board here that I would like, but I am doing a little bit more off the top. That's just an in general strategy I am doing more of. And I am trying to mask a little bit of what I'm doing. That's a little disappointing, but not catastrophic. I didn't really want to burn the wild to do it a turn earlier. Now, really the only bummer here is that it... I want this blue. Well, the bummer here is I've got a rainbow of a hand. The other bummer here is that it looks like I just went to this whole spiel of, there's probably not that much competition down here, and now I've got someone down here with me, which has been the name of this game for me over the past, oh my goodness, how many weeks. So, however, I don't think we're completely... If we definitely want to get Los Angeles to El Paso, but then probably I'm liking the El Paso to Oklahoma City. And then we've got options. The moral of the story is we have options. And so, because we could very easily also just go El Paso to Oklahoma City, over to Little Rock, down to New Orleans, and then still do our normal route. That's totally fine. We also could get into Miami. We could completely bypass most of this area that blue is in right now and just kind of hook things up by going over the top. All right, I am going to go ahead and grab a black. And I actually think I am going to grab a blue, because I really kind of want to hook up Miami to Atlanta. I would kind of like to do that. Really want to see more black here, which probably means I should be going off the top. I'm rewarded there. This also wouldn't be the worst. Yeah, see, I don't like that Wong Peter here. Supporter of the channel, shout out to you. Is drawing the things that I am wanting, especially now that Red has played Los Angeles to Phoenix. sigh. Yet another game where everyone and their mother is exactly where I want to be. All right. Well, I think we're okay. Just continue going off top. Glad we have this 6 white for zero reason at all. I am liking more and more the idea of just completely bypassing this area here, trying to get out and up over the top almost, and maybe try to hit some Chicago and New York things. Like really nobody is in the Northwest or anything like that. Everyone's just down in this area. My goodness. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I think we just continue to go off the top. I really would like to. I really would have liked to have Los Angeles to El Paso done by now. Especially considering where green is right now. If there is any good news right now, is that nobody really knows what I'm doing. I'm also, at this point, not sunk if I don't get Los Angeles to El Paso. Things become a little bit more difficult, but I'm not sunk. Really, you couldn't leave that black for me? Alright, I am going to take this blue, and I'll grab one off the top. At this point, do I just go through Vegas? Like, why not, right? I'm kind of thinking about doing it. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Let's do this. Let's play our first card here. Hmm. I really don't want to go through Vegas. Especially now that red's here as well, because now getting through the middle is just a heck of a lot more complicated. I don't know, maybe not as complicated as I think it is, considering the cards I have. Okay. See, yeah, be up here. I don't care. Go do your thing up there. Okay. This may seem odd, but I'm going to draw here. So, yeah. I mean, this is not great, but this at least lends credence to going through Vegas. So, sure. All right, we got the cards. Let's get aggressive here. Let's do this. It's maybe a horrendous idea, but at this point, I'm not sure that I care. And honestly, let's see if it works. We didn't really get the cards down here, and everyone else was down here. Kind of, I wanted to be a little bit more uncontested. So yeah, let's shut down Vegas. And, maybe this opens up some opportunities here. Um, so now we want to do this. I probably want to do something there. Okay. That's fine. You can go over there. All right, let's use some red here. All right, I think this is working out okay. You know, um, we're not completely out of the woods here, but especially because I want to prioritize this. I know that I need to do some like Chicago to Pittsburgh things, but I'm okay with how this is shaping up right now. And in fact, what I'm probably just going to do is go ahead and just solidify this up. Because now I just am working on this piece. And I'm pretty okay with that. And it's not like this route is horrendous. All right, so what do my opponents have? It looks like blue is kind of like a east to mid coast. Red clearly has a like Los Angeles to Helena, maybe a Los Angeles to Atlanta, and Denver to Pittsburgh, maybe. And then I like the two orange there. And then green has got Winnipeg to El Paso. We'll see what green has. So, all right. A little bit telegraphs what I'm doing, but also I've kind of been telegraphing what I've been doing for about 3 turns now. So, okay. You're going through the middle. That's fine. All right. This I don't know whether this is correct or not. I don't always love just grabbing a wild, but of course it looks like I would have gotten an orange off the top, but I don't know. I did not want to wait on the. I did not want to wait on this. Ooh, I wonder if Seattle to New York here, doing a north south and east west route. That's tough to do. Not impossible, but tough to do. All right, so here we go here. And then I think what we do, I'm just not going to play around anymore. Well, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to grab Pittsburgh to Washington. I'm going to save the 2 red, though, in case we do get a Boston route. Because getting another pair here is not really that much of a problem. Okay, this middle of the map all of a sudden has become very popular. We're also going to have a decent longest train, which is not nothing. Not nothing. All right, So let's draw some destination tickets here. So Salt Lake to Chicago, yes please. St. Louis to Miami, yes, yes, yes. And then, I mean, so Calgary to Nashville looks really appealing right now. Like it's like, oh, a route of 3 and 4, no problem. But no, especially because I already have 2 tickets. Like there's just really just not a purpose to doing that. I am gonna go ahead and grab a pair and go Washington to Raleigh just to get that solidified. But honestly, where we're sitting at in this game, we I don't think we have oodles of time. I think this was a nice pivot, especially if we hit a Vegas route. I think this was a nice pivot, and we also have gotten St. Louis to Miami, and the Salt Lake to Chicago. So we actually hit a bunch of stuff that was going through the middle here. So that was a really nice pivot, I thought. It's also nice that we have 6 destination tickets right now. Ooh, keeping 3 destinations. Ooh wee, look at me. I'm blue. I'm keeping 3 destinations. Now, I mean, blue is very well set up if they hit a bunch of East Coast stuff. What we're hoping that blue hits is is some things that like we talked about with the Calgary to Nashville. It's like, ooh, I can make it there. I've got time. Now, I mean, the bummer is it looks like he hit something where he already had. So no matter. Okay, so that completes all of our tickets. So now, and this game is not. This game is closer to being done than we think it is. But this is absolutely delightful. This is a little bit of a risk because I don't have 2 pairs. I have Los Angeles, Chicago, but I think I can get down into Santa Fe here. And if I don't, it's just a loss of 9. I guess what I should do is I know that this. Well, maybe not. Hmm. Hmm. That was a really nice ticket draw. What I should do is go Denver to Santa Fe with this 2 red. Uh, because if I miss out on a 4 route, that's less points lost. But I'm feeling greedy. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this pair. And hope that someone doesn't grab a Santa Fe route. So this is where like I said, I don't think we have as much time as we think we do, because I think Wong Peter is sitting on a bunch of stuff that based on, first of all, based on my knowledge in playing against him, and 2, my just what the route that he has set up as of right now. It's and the points on board. I mean, that's the one thing that our route does not have that we were looking at the beginning of the match was the game is the 15 points, 15 points, 15 points, 10 points. We were looking at a much higher point total on board. So we're counting a little bit on our tickets being able to carry us, which is completely fine as of this point. We've got some really nice tickets here. And honestly, I'm probably drawing again. I'm very well plugged into this board. What's the biggest thing I'm not plugged into? I think hilariously too. I think one of our opening tickets was Denver to El Paso, which we probably could have gotten fairly easily. Okay. I think that I want to grab a pair here because I think I would like to draw again, but I don't want to react to if I see that. So now my question is, I'm 40 points down on board, but I'm up by 4 tickets. I think this is worth it. And this would be the reason, is we've seen no Las Vegas routes, and now we see one. And so you know what? I had to reroute through here. Gosh darn it, I'm going to get benefits for it. And that's another 19 points, so that definitely worked out. Excellent. So we're going to get a 15-point bonus easily. I guess I shouldn't say that. Blue could draw tickets, take all 4 and complete them, and then we would not. I guess, right, blue already took their turn. Never mind, that's not going to happen. This is how much I'm paying attention. Okay, red totally fine. Ooh. So Wong Peter misses out on a couple tickets. Now, they were small and big on board. Okay. I wonder if that was from... I wonder if one of those was from the last ticket draw. Yeah. GG. I had some good draws there. Yeah, I think that I'm going to very easily overwhelm my opponents here. So a reroute through Vegas turned out to be a really good thing for us. You don't usually say that. Wow, you know what really helped me? Going through Vegas. Do I have longest train too? Nope, red did. Nice. Beautiful. Oh man, that is a just a almost of a dream game. It didn't start out that way, because I had said, oh, this is the route I want to take, and then when we were able to reroute here, we were able to get that fairly easily. Partly because we had built up our cards, and sometimes patience is something that can be good in this game. But then that really helped us, because Salt Lake to Kansas City, Salt Lake to Chicago, St. Louis to Miami, Chicago to Santa Fe, and just all these routes we were able to get. It very delightful. Wonderful. Okay, well, hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and we'll see you next time. Oh, wait, hang on. No, we're not going to see you next time. We're going to look at some stats. I forgot about this. Oh, my goodness. Look at me. I'm so distracted right now. All right, let's look at some stats here. So, yeah, this is why we won. we won because of this. So I guess that's the look at the stats. Once again, I'm just noticing that I collect a heck of a lot less train cards than my opponents do. And that's just interesting. Way behind on board, which was not surprising to me. And yeah, keeping 7 additional. Though it is interesting, the second place person only kept 1 additional. So, interesting. But yeah, I mean, guess didn't really have to look at the stats. Okay, now hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.